What's up, guys? Chris here, back again with another video on the channel. In today's video, I want to talk about the market with this base icon SBC. We're going to talk about whether or not you guys can buy your Thursday flips right now, whether or not, what's going on with Fodder, what's going on with popular players, all around market stuff is going to be discussed in this video. So before we get into it, if you guys can, drop a like on the video. Let's hit 100 likes. That would be awesome. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. Turn the notification bell on as well. We're trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by Christmas Day, and I think we can get that, but we need to get a lot of likes. We need to subscribe to the channel. That would be very appreciated, guys. Get involved with our Discord. It's free trading tips, free guides, and then also on Twitch, we're there every single day. So let's talk about the market. We did get a base icon today. I was kind of surprised that we did get it on a Tuesday. But I think in a couple ways it's a W. And here's the reasons why. The market has definitely dropped off. So if you bought on Sunday, hopefully you didn't panic sell whatever meta cards you decided to buy out of pack cards. Hopefully you did not, sell. Because in my opinion, I think the market's going to go up tomorrow and also on Thursday quite a bit. Now, my reasoning behind this is because there's two reasons why here. Number one, this is not repeatable. That's a good thing, because if it was repeatable, people would be doing so many of these and the market would lose so many more coins and you'd see way more sell-off. Another reason why this is a W is because we don't have to keep waiting now for this icon SBC in the back of our minds like, oh, EA could drop this at any time. Well, now that they've dropped it, I don't really see them bringing out that much more content before Black Friday. That way, you'll crash the market, let's say. I think there could be a coin sync SBC or two, but nothing crazy. I think we got it with our currency and league upgrade, which kind of dropped the market a little bit. And same with the base icon, where it dropped the market quite a bit. So I think we're done when it comes to the base, all the market crash type things. Realistically, I think this is a good opportunity today or tomorrow to get in on Thursday flips. My consensus is that if we don't get anything at 6 p.m. on Wednesday, the market's going to absolutely fly tomorrow. And on Thursday, I think the market's going to fly as well. And we'll get into reasons for that. But I think a lot of people, now that they've seen this SBC, yeah, there is some sell-off going on, obviously. But stuff is going to rebound. And we've already seen rebounds on certain cards already. So we're going to continue to see rises in those cards. So, like, for example, okay, we see, let's say in the road to the final teams, let's go and look. And this is not like a huge, sell-off. But if you take a look at Gabriel Jesus right now, he's 780K. If you look at where he was prior to the SBC, he hit a high of 800, okay? He then drops all the way down to 730. He's now back up to 780. Now, if the market was unhealthy and the market was in a state where people were afraid to buy still, you would not see that buyback. Yeah, it could be because he's rare or whatever, but I expect that now people see this SBC and they're like, okay, now there's no excuse. I can buy my team before Black Friday. And on top of that, you're going to see a lot of people buying their teams on Black Friday that day. So in my opinion, I think it's a perfect opportunity. If you guys look at some of the popular players right now, right, I think it's to start buying. I really do. If you take a look at a guy like Varane, let me see if I can find him on this list. Did I skip him? Where is Varane here? Right here, 253. For me, how much lower is that really going? Varane, 250 and under. Like, you can start buying stuff, I think, for teams. And if you already bought for teams, I mean, look at Neymar, by the way. Neymar went down to like 990. He's back up to 1.10. If you look at Ronaldo, he's still at 147. So, like, the cards on the market didn't really drop as much for the top tiers as much as maybe the base icon, if it came out repeatable, would have done. Because, again, the market that killed the most was the lower to mid-tier players. A guy like Money is down a little bit today. He's down like 18, 20K. But that's something that you can hold, because this is a guy that's going to get into the best of team of the week, which means that you guys can hold on to that. Even on Friday night, you're going to see this guy absolutely fly. So, for me, you guys can start looking at, just buying certain players. If you want to buy Thursday flips right now, I think this could be an opportunity today or tomorrow, depending on the deals that you get. So, like, we'll go through a couple. I'm going to make a separate video later tonight talking about Thursday flipping cards. Now, if you are somebody that doesn't like to take a risk, or you think it's another SBC is coming or whatever, then don't buy with us with Thursday flipping. But I'm not gonna sit here and just have my coins sitting around doing nothing. So if I show you my transfer list right now, okay, and I show you like what I have going on, I've already sold a couple things. We bought this Demon at 350 in the panic today. He's back up, I think, at 330. We sold this at Lazy for 345. We sold this at like 227. We bought this at 207. We sold this at 225. We bought him at 205. Now, he got really low today. He got to 190. He's now back up to 206, 210. So we're seeing a rebound on cards. These Lukakus we bought at like 351 and under. And I like this. Again, this is a guy that hit a 385 last night. So for me, this is a really, really popular card. Really good stats. I can see this guy rising even more. I've still got my Partes that I'm going to keep on selling and selling. Some of these Team of the Week cards, I think Mars is going to do pretty well. Now, I think something to look at with the Team of the Weeks as well. A lot of people that got panic sold today were cards that people bought on Sunday from marquee matchups, or even yesterday with the Team of the Week SBC. So the cards that got hit the most were the ones that were previously invested in, and that's probably why you're seeing not as much drop-offs on certain cards, because they probably weren't invested in. Like, we can give you a card on the market right now. You know, for example, you look at a guy like, let me see like where Hazard is right now. Did he get like, so he's like 720? No. So you see this right here, right? He was 729. He drops all the way to like 670. And he's back up to like 720 now because that's an undercut. Again, the players that got dropped the most were the ones that the ones that got overinvested in, or, you know, people were really interested in. So if you look at this Akanji here, right? This guy, this is a pretty big drop off for the percentage drop, right? He was 236,000. He dropped all the way down. He dropped to 205, by the way. He did not just drop to 215. He dropped to 205, which is a 30K drop off, which is very, very good. In terms of, for me, this guy, again, if you need to buy this guy for a team, this is your time to buy, in my opinion. I'm not one of those guys that thinks it's going to drop even lower than where it is now. I'm under the assumption that if we don't get any content at 6 p.m. on Wednesday, I think we see a good market rise, because I think people are ready to buy teams. I think people are ready. This Icon SBC was kind of like that last thing that everyone had to think of. And now that it's done, right? And we don't think there will be more SBCs, but you never know with EA. If they're fully committed to destroying their market, they could release something like a middle icon repeatable, or just a middle icon in general, which would kill a lot of cards on the market, and the market would be very, very bad. So we'll see what they do on Wednesday. But all I would say is, like, if you want to buy Thursday flips, you could try. I mean, like I said, I bought a lot of stuff already. And I think the market's going to do well on Thursday. I think, you know, all of these players, this Partey's got to start shooting up. He's at like 166. I got a Goretzka at 205. I believe he's at like 205 still. So I'll be okay with that. I got these Zahas here that is at 210 now. So I'm expecting a 225, 230 by Thursday. I got a couple Quincy's. I bought one of these guys at 233. He's now 240s. So we're looking okay there. I got a couple Renato Sanchez and a couple Upamacanos. Those are really good cards, I think. If we take a look at Upamecano on the market right now, and I went for players, guys, that are just really good nationalities and really, really hyped up players. Yeah, see, this is why I did stuff like this, guys. So take a look at Upamecano here, right? We bought those Upamacanos at 160 and 156, right? So if you look at it earlier today, he was 181. Really, really hyped up player. So we bought around here. Okay, and now all of a sudden he's back up to 171, and pretty much it looks like on the market he's at least 175. So that is what we look at when it comes to like panic windows. And the only reason why I bought today and I told people to buy as well was because it was not repeatable. So unless EA does do something else to make the market drop, I don't see it dropping. Here's why. People, if they were going to do the SBC today, right, here's where the bulk of panic selling was. People that had investments already, so they panic sold. Some people did sell off stuff to go and do the SBC, but if you have not done the SBC yet, I feel like a lot of people have already done it. So usually the panic is not really there anymore, because everyone does it the first few hours, and then it's kind of like little by little people are doing it. So yeah, you might get some sell off like on an hour or two during the day, but people are now ready to buy back in, right? They're ready to go. And there's not going to be as much panic selling because it's, again, not repeatable. So I'm going to make a video later tonight talking about Thursday flipping, where cards are at. This would be one of my guys, Makano, like where I think he's going to go. He's probably going to go back up to like 185 in my opinion. So that's why we bought a couple. So like for me, I bought my Thursday flips a little bit early. But you know what? We're going to hold on to some of that stuff. These parties should shoot up as Bellerin gets completed more tonight, more tomorrow. And yeah, as long as there's no like great SBC tomorrow, I think the market's gonna do pretty well. I like this Renato. If you guys want to buy this, somebody shouted this out to me, and I really like it as well. Pro qualifiers are this weekend. They need a max overall team, so this guy's gonna get into a lot of teams, I think, and I think by Thursday he's gonna hit like 270 plus. So I like this a lot. If you guys want to go try to get him at like 230s, that's pretty cool. Again, we got some Zahas, we got some Vardys. I also got about 1.7 mil, and I gotta sell that check, which we bought at 290. He just sold at 292. So we're trying to, of course, somebody undercutted me, and of course, unbelievable. It's just, the icon market's absolutely dead right now. That, again, should go up, but if I show you guys the index on the icon market, it's really bad right now. And it could go lower, depending on, obviously, the content, but I mean, look at the icon market. It went down all the way to 93 today. It's now rebounded a little bit to 95.7. But my God, this is down again 20 points. Okay, 20 points from November 12th. It's got to go back up. And at some point, I think you're going to see a lot of people buying on Friday, like we've been mentioning. But yeah, and also with Fodder today, man. Fodder didn't really rise that much, and I don't expect it to really rise that much more. I would probably dish out some of this stuff. Obviously, if we get an SBC on Wednesday, then, you know, it could rise a little bit more. But I think some of the fodder, like the 85s did the best, I think, with the 89s. That's what I'm seeing right here. 87s didn't really move too much. 88s didn't really move too much. 84s went up a little bit. 86s really didn't move at all. And 83s went up maybe a little bit. So, fodder market didn't do great today because, again, it's not repeatable. So, you're not going to have, obviously all this over investment with fodder. But you still have people doing the SBC, so it's kind of like there was more people doing the SBC than the fodder being invested in, but it's still not enough demand for the SBC because there's only one to do. If I'm looking at cards to trade with, guys, or not trade with, but like looking at cards to pick up before Friday, I would really start to get involved with some cards that you believe are going to go out of packs. So, for example, a guy like this would be one of my biggest Thursday flips this week. A guy that I think a lot of people are going to buy before Friday, knowing that his inform, if they did do the best of, Rashford will go out of packs. And that means all that supply that he would normally get that first hour of lightning rounds on Friday is no longer going to be there. So assuming we do get best of, he's going to absolutely fly on Friday. I think that a guy like Joe Gomez could potentially go up a lot on Friday as well. Again, if he doesn't get that supply because he's in best of, well, his gold card's going to fly. And I've seen people ask me why do gold cards go out when, you know, when they go out of packs? It's because there's no supply for those cards, and people will still want to use them for their team, so the supply dries up, and the demand is way higher for them. Another guy I would look out for, Messi. 500k for him is kind of nuts, in my opinion. He'll be going back out of packs. And Mane's another one for me. Mane and Walker, both of them should be going out of packs this week. I like these two. Mane at 300k is way too cheap, by the way. He's a fantastic card in this game. I think he's going to keep rising. But we'll talk about it in our Thursday flipping guide later tonight. Thank you guys for watching the video today. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll talk to you guys in the video soon. Peace out.